people chose to do these things together. Because we know this country cannot accomplish great things if we pursue nothing greater than our own individual ambition.
And what is that, Mr. President?
Unfortunately, you've grown up hearing voices that incessantly warn of government as nothing more than some separate, sinister entity that's at the root of all our problems.
They are the root of all of our problems. Pay attention, people. This is a serpent speaking right now. This man is trying to gain more power than he is supposed to have. Remember, don't be fooled. Where does this man get his power? From we the people. They do not have power unless we allow them to have power. Remember these words. When they come up and speak as this man speaks.
Some of these same voices also do their best to gum up the works. They'll warn that tyranny is always lurking just around the corner.
Especially for the ones that are in power. They're constantly seeking to create problems to give the reason for them to stay in power.
You should reject these voices.
No, we should reject your voices. Anybody that's in power, we should always reject their ideas. If you look in history, anybody that is in power abuses power when we trust them too much. And especially the ones that speak like this man speaks.
Because what they suggest is that our brave and creative and unique experiment in self-rule is somehow just a sham.
No, it is and it isn't.
With which we can't be trusted.
You cannot be trusted. As I said before, always keep the powers at bay so that they do not grow too big to do what they are doing right now, people. And you young people listening to this man, don't be fooled by his serpent words.
We have never been a people who place all of our faith in government to solve our problems.
And we never should.
We shouldn't want to. But we don't think the government is the source of all our problems either.
That's where most of it comes from.
Because we understand that this democracy is ours. And as citizens, we understand that it's not about what America can do for us, it's about what can be done by us together. Through the hard and frustrating but absolutely necessary work of self-government and class.
It's what we can do together without government. And as soon as we get government out of our way so that we can live like real human beings, then we will progress. But government limits us from progressing.
For 2013, you have to be involved in that process.
That's right. We have to be in the process of getting rid of you people and the massive growth that the government is doing. Right now, starting in 2013. I am going to read you something that I did not write. But these are great words for us to think about. There comes a time in the lives of men when the ruthless and the criminally insane who rule the masses for their own gain make the fatal mistake of enjoying too much. Their psychopathic entertainment and take too far the need to tread men down by destroying any sense of secure life and taking away each and every freedom, stealing the last piece of wealth that they possess, so they then cannot care for their own, stifling their voices when truth is spoken, with law and corruption, beating them down with rule by force. where no justice exists for those being played, and there is no direction left for men to turn. When this insane game is taken this far, comes the time when us men have nothing left to lose. This is the time when the minds of men are freed. It is the time when men loses his fear of death. This is the time when a man becomes invincible. He becomes free to do what he must do without fear of his life or for his future. He will take control of his destiny of the world, away from the bloodied hands of the soullessness. And any action he takes, he will take with surety that he must do something, for he has no future. So, the act he chooses will be all the greater. For when faced with oblivion and with no way out, he will take down as many of his oppressors with him, gladly die in a selfless act to change the world's future. This day is coming soon, as it always does. The perverse minds of evil always self-destruct, as their addiction to our suffering never can be sated, exerting control for their paranoia and the fear of men. For every good man will take down these brutes. Every free man will give himself up for his brothers. For a man with nothing left becomes fully empowered, and he is the most unassailable weapon against evil.